Chair.
Certainly, as long as you have the score right.
So, as my colleague mentioned, we're obviously getting a lot of communication about this proposal. And candidly, I think a lot of that communication is coming from the Oakland area. Some of it's coming from Las Vegas as well. But, it's no secret that the team's not very good right now, right? And as a pretty long-suffering Tigers fan, I can appreciate that. But so I guess here's my question. In the projections about visitation, obviously with a site that's anticipated to be on the Las Vegas Strip, you're going to naturally get folks who are in town and just maybe didn't know there was a baseball stadium there. They check the schedule. They see there's a home game. They're going to walk across the street, go to the game. I think you have some pretty hardcore baseball fans who will travel to a series in Las Vegas, although it is a summertime and it's hot, so maybe not the best time to be here. But I think you'll get some of that. But so my question really is, to build up that kind of local fan base that we're talking about, the kind of fan base we have with the Knights, because they've been wildly successful and are on the verge of going back to the Stanley Cup. If they hadn't been that successful, I don't know that we would sell out T-Mobile. I don't know that we would have that kind of a fan base. And I'm not asking you to speak for the team itself, because I think that's a question they have to answer to the satisfaction of committee members. Are they going to invest in putting a winning product on the field? I don't know that that's a question for you, but my question for you is how much of your projections about visitation, about money that's going to be generated is dependent on Las Vegas locals taking the trip over to the Tropicana site and going to the game there? Because I think, in my mind, those two things are related. There has to be a competitive, winning team to draw folks to the Las Vegas Strip who are locals. There's infrastructure needs as well. But I guess if you could kind of talk about that, is that baked into the projections in some way?
Speaker Yeager, for the record, Jeremy Aguero. The answer to your question is yes, right? About 70% of the folks we expect to be in the seats are locals, right? And they're going to have to put an outstanding product. And they can come and talk about their history and their wins and how many times they've made the playoffs in the last few years and all of those type of things. They're probably the ones that are going to need to do that. But Speaker Yeager, from an economic projection standpoint, I think what I said early on in my presentation is probably germane here, and that is, with the level of attendance that we are currently estimating, it will put them at the 50th percentile for baseball teams throughout the United States. I feel pretty comfortable with those estimates, given all of the data that we have, that they can, I would like to believe, be better than average, but at least be average relative to attendance.
Is that my two, Chair? Do I get another one?
Oh, Speaker, you get another.